Acoustic black metal guitar playing. The first thing you want to do is, if you are going to attempt to play black metal on an acoustic guitar quite seriously, is to don't think of the acoustic guitar as an electric guitar. Enough people online treat an acoustic guitar like an electric guitar when they're playing like all the black metal riffs. Like, there's no point playing those kind of riffs on an acoustic guitar. It just doesn't work for a clean guitar tone, and it doesn't really work when you're playing an acoustic guitar. To me, it doesn't really sound great when a guitarist plays overly tremolo-picked riffs on an acoustic guitar, like you know, the whole point of those tremolo-picked guitar lines in black metal is so that they're played on an electric guitar with a lot of distortion and to really sing through in the mix. But on an acoustic guitar, it just sounds just weird. And not only that, the strings are thicker as well, so you've got a lot more kind of string noise going on when you're picking, so it just doesn't sound very clean or very nice to my ears anyway. Some people like it, but you know, whatever. When you're playing black metal on an acoustic guitar, you want to treat it differently. You don't want to pick too aggressively, and you want to kind of use more folk style playing and just more kind of, for me anyways, I quite like just strumming patterns, you know, strumming groups of three, like one. And a lot of the time when I'm playing acoustic guitar, I generally stick to open chords, but not so much the same kind of C, D, A's and E's and, you know, the kind of chords that you learn when you first learn guitar. I use various different inversions. So if we go back to one of the chords that I've talked about in some of the chord lessons and Blashuk Mighty Raven Dark lesson, I went over this C major shape. 3 on E, 3 on A, 2 on D. But here on an acoustic guitar, I play the open G, B and high E. You get this lovely warm sound. And then you can move the chord 2 frets up. And I quite like going back to this E minor with the 9th on. Equally I can play it here. You know, both voicings are really, really cool. So if I play the 3 chords again, you got the C, moving up to the D, and then the E minors. Option 1, then you can change it to second option, even the same bar. I'm playing an A minor triad, 5 on E, 3 on A, 2 on D, with again these open strings, G, B and high E, and again, lovely sound. And you can move that up to B minor as well. And now I'm playing with my fingers here a G major 7, so you've got 3 on E, 2 on A, 4 on D, again with all of the open strings. And you can move these chord shapes around, like here you can play an A minor triad with an open B and high E. Then move it down to E minor here on the 7th fret, 7, 5, 4. This chord here, so it's kind of suspended chords, so 7 on A, 4 on D, again with the open strings, and then you can play a B chord here, so I'm just playing the power chord shape, 7 on E, 9 on A, and it just sounds pretty cool. the E power chord here as well, which you can use. So you've got a low E, 7 on A, 9 on D, open G, B and high E. And that sounds cool when you pair it with the B power chord that we just went over. Moving on from this kind of mournful guitar playing style where you're playing open string chords, you know, in a certain key, we can twist and move around some of the chords as well. So for example, we can also add, going back to C to D, C, D, E, we can also add an F chord in there. So if you take an F bar chord and lift up your first finger, so you're exposing the B and high E. So it's 1, 3, 3, 2, 0, 0. And then you can also, if you want to, take off your middle finger so you get the exposed G string. Both sound really cool. Arpeggiate chords in the riff as well. So here, B flat power chord, 1 on A, 3, 3 on D and G with a open B, and then you just pick up and down the notes of the chord. And then now we can arpeggiate chords and create like some really nice dark chords. There, I'm just moving parts of the minor chord shape around, you know, having an open high E, you know, playing the chords E, D sharp, C minor, you can play B minor. So yeah, we can arpeggiate chords, and then you take like your nice evil shapes, you can take the minor 9 chord shapes, you can use like flat 5 chords, you know, just stacked tritones. You know, and just stick to the close intervals. See there? F minor dyad, 8 and 6, but with the open E and open G. Nice and grim. And again, now I'm using minor inversions, so A minor inversion, then I just flatten this E note here to an E flat, then play the F minor inversion here, so 3, 3, 1, 3 on A, 3 on D, 1 on G. And that chord shape is similar to the intro of Eater of the Black Lead by Nightbringer. So yeah, nice and dark, very, very cool. And we can also take our minor chord shapes and include some strumming in there as well. For example, let's take a chord progression of C minor, A flat, D minor, A minor, then C sharp minor, and then we can move that around. you can start arpeggiating some of the chords, and that just sounds so much cooler than someone going. Would you record those riffs on your album or your songs with a clean guitar tone? No. So why the hell would you do it on an acoustic guitar? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, to me, if you're going to play black metal on an acoustic guitar, it should either be somber, you know, sad, or it should be just dark.